Okay.
There
So,
we go.
I'm gonna erase this board, but while I'm erasing this board, can somebody tell me what we use to measure with? What we use to measure with?
A ruler.
Yeah. Can you say that? What was that, Tatiana? A ruler.
Why
What?
did you wash your hands?
I don't know why.
I think it's a song about washing your hands.
Alright, so on a ruler, what 2 units of measurement are on a ruler? Do you remember?
Inches and centimeters.
Inches and centimeters.
I said it before.
How many, what does 12 inches make?
A
Does
foot.
anybody know?
A
A
foot.
foot. Okay.
Some people think a foot is actually like.
Alright, so I have a ruler right here.
My foot ain't 12 inches.
Do you see that that is 1 foot?
Mm-hmm.
You do, right?
Maybe your foot is.
Is my foot 1 foot?
Mine isn't.
Almost. Okay, so
Not that it's close.
I'm going to give y'all a piece of paper, and I want you to draw what I draw on this board. Okay? What, Daddy?
Is Miss Rosa okay with us doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at home. What do we need to do?
Alright, don't draw anything until I tell you to. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can locate it and so mark it.
Does it even be this way or this way?
Mark this right here. Alright. So I need y'all to draw what I draw, okay? Can y'all see?
Yes.
Oh, that one don't work.
They're all, I think they left them out and then whoever came back in here put them back on.
Okay, it'll be fine. Maybe this one will work.
Please.
Yes. So what is this?
Alright.
I read that thing.
Alright.
So I need to draw that on your paper.
I'm bad at drawing shapes.
Did y'all draw a rectangle? Alright. Once y'all have your rectangle drawn, I need you to draw 3 circles.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, so what does this look like?
A radio.
A radio? What else does it look like?
A
Lindsay?
stop sign.
A stoplight or a traffic light. I'll write that on.
Do we have to write that?
No, you don't have to.
I don't know.
Okay, so in a traffic light, what 3 colors do we have?
Red,
Liam?
green, orange, and red.
Well, instead of orange, it's yellow normally, right? Okay, so green, yellow, and red. So on your thing, I need you, don't do anything yet until I finish, but I need you to think about how you are when it comes to measuring. Are you an expert at measuring? Can you just measure anything? Are you iffy about it, like you can do it, but you need some help? Or are you just completely lost, and if I handed you a ruler, you put it on your head thinking it was a hat?
No!
Definitely not.
Green means you're an expert, and you could probably teach it to somebody else. Yellow means you're iffy about it, but you can do it if you have some help. And red means you're completely lost. Ruler head. So I need you to just color in one of these. Whichever one you are. What do you mean?
I mean, I'll measure anything, but I don't need help for it. So would I technically be an expert?
I think you would be green, don't you think?
I think I would be.
I'm green.
Are you green?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just, wait, can we circle the circle?
Just create a little dim when you get finished.
Circle means circle, circle. So you can't really do
When we
that.
first started on measuring,
That is sort of.
every one I got white.
Okay. I brought my computer. Okay. So I'm gonna turn these lights off. I have a cute little video for y'all to watch.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna watch it on my computer because I don't know how to get hers on.
And I can't see the smart board.
I do.
What else is right here? I'm just gonna sit it right here.
Ours? Or why don't we run computers?
Because you'll use your computer in just a second. You'll give me 2 seconds to turn my computer on. Not literally 2 seconds. That's it.
This is what I do to my mom when she says 2 seconds. 1, 2.
I do that too. When my mom
I thought I
says
was-
1 second, I'm like 1.
All right, ready?
Okay, what are we doing?
Are you ready for my video? Measuring, and it's a brain pop.
Oh, yay.
Y'all like brain pops?
Yes.
Wait, we need to do this. Pronouns. We need to look at this.
But we're not doing pronouns right now. We're doing measurement.
We're doing math.
Math. Right. Okay.
Right now it's reading, but we're doing.
Alright, ready? Alright, can y'all see it? Can you see it, Hayden?
Kind of picking.
Oh, 1, 2, 3,
Actually, that's not the right one.
5.
We've already seen that one.
Yeah, that's not the right
I
one.
haven't.
Wait, can Tatiana go to your computer and you can move yours up a little?
Like this? Can everybody still see?
Oh yeah. Yeah, their graphics are way better.
Alright, ready?
I didn't know whose computer it was.
It's okay.
This is super
1, 2, 3, 4,
Isn't this the same one?
5.
Yeah, it is. Why is it the same
Measure
one?
where we need
I
to
know
see
how
it
the
for the feedback
graphics are
toss.
That's the only one I think.
No, it's this one right here.
Please, another one.
Inches and feet.
It says PR37 Blakely. Right there.
Here we go.
Does that
Here we go. I knew I was gonna find it. Alright.
There we go.
This is the right one. There we go. Inches and feet.
You think Selden's gotten longer?
I watched this.
we've
We
watched?
should
We're
measure
gonna
it.
watch it again.
You got a ruler? That's okay, Moby. How do you measure without a ruler? I know that length is how long something is. Width is how wide something is.
Alright, can somebody tell me how could we possibly measure if we don't have a ruler? Hayden, can you tell me?
You can use things like a pencils or
Okay.
crayons
Okay, what's that called?
or tiny little blocks,
Oh.
but they all have to be the
It
same
starts with an
size.
E.
They all have to be the same size. So if I couldn't use like this marker and this pencil to measure something, right?
No,
That
because
that
it's not the
is,
same
that marker is way too little and big.
Right. So if I measure something, we have to make sure it's the same size. But what are they called if I measure something with a paper clip or something?
Non-standard unit.
Non-standard unit of measurement. Very good, Lizzie. What is inches and feet and centimeters and all that? What are those called?
Standard units.
Standard units. All right, let's see. Wait. First, let me ask you this question. If I was to measure this board from this right here to way up here, what is this? Am I measuring its length, its width, or its height?
Height.
Height. Okay. So if I was to measure it from here to here, length. There we go. Good job. Width is for stuff like I would measure it from the back of this wall up to the very front. That would be how wide it is. Let's see.
And height is how tall or high something is. Selden isn't very tall or wide, but he is long. Let's use something to figure out Selden's length. Well, it's easier if we use something that's flat and straight. We can line up crayons to find out Selden's length.
Is that right? How he did it?
It's important to line them up in a straight line with no gaps,
So sorry.
or else we couldn't get an accurate measurement. Selden is 1, 2, 3, almost 4 crayons long. You found it.
It was right, because they straightened
A
it up.
ruler can help us find exact measurements. What are inches? Well, an inch is a unit of measurement. We can use inches to measure
Maybe we
small
haven't
objects.
watched this one.
When you measure something with a ruler, it's really important to line it up with the 0.
Very important.
Because if you line it up.
Right. This bolt is 1 inch long. We abbreviate inches as IN period. Let's measure it. This screw is a little more than 2 inches long. It's longer than the
Roll
bolt.
it down.
This nail is close inches long.
Oh my god.
It's the longest. So, how long is your birdhouse, Moby? That's a gigantic birdhouse. We should use it as a doghouse instead.
Yeah.
Maybe you measured it using feet instead of inches. How can you measure using feet? For longer objects, we can measure in units called feet. Well, kind of, except we have different sizes of feet. If we measured with your foot, we'd get a different measurement than if we measured with my foot. That's why we have one standard foot that is the same. This ruler is 1 foot long, which is equal to 12 inches. Let's see. Your doghouse is about 1, 2, 3 feet high. This is the abbreviation for feet.
So it's a yard.
FT.
Yeah.
I
That's
guess there
right.
are tons of ways to measure. Maybe in a few weeks we can measure Selden again and see if he's grown. Nice hat, Moby.
That's silly.
Oh, I love the show.
No.
Okay. So,
One.
hey, are me mine and run and flip on the lights for me. All right. So,
Get it straight.
recognizing when to. Can you reach it?
I think she's gonna.
I get it.
How? I thought that she would reach it. I'd be like,
I know
how?
my two toes and I couldn't reach it.
All right. So recognizing.
That's
Listen.
not the taller.
Recognizing when to use inches or feet or yards or centimeters is very important. Because if I was to measure this whole classroom, I definitely would not want to do it in centimeters, right? How many centimeters do you think this classroom would be?
1,000.
Oh my goodness, I don't even know. It would be a lot. But I probably wouldn't even want to use inches either. Do you think?
No.
No, because inches are really small. So I could either use feet, right? And I know that 3 feet is how many? Is what? What does 3 feet equal?
It equals 3 feet equals a yard.
It equals a yard. So y'all, let me see. Tatiana's probably taller than 3 feet. Y'all probably all are taller. Lizzie might not be taller than 3 feet. But it's okay because Miss Everett is only 5 feet. I'm 5 feet.
I'm probably not taller than 3 feet.
No, it'll be alright. Okay. So if I was to measure that door, what do you think I could use? If I only had the option of using inches and feet.
A
Yard.
If I only had those 2 options though, inches or feet.
Inches.
Feet, right? That would be the smartest one because it would be the longest unit of measurement instead of doing like 1 inch, 2 inch, 3, like on the door. You could just go, okay, 1 foot, and then 2 feet, 3 feet, like that.
4.
What about if I was measuring this lock? What do you think I could measure with? Just this little square part.
Inches.
I could use inches. Let's see. If I measure it, if I start at 0, remember we start at 0. It is not quite 2 inches, but it's almost there. I'm only measuring this silver part right here. It's like a little bit over 1.5. So
If it's over
That
1.5, then it's 2 inches.
yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I have an activity for y'all to do in your Google Classroom. You can get logged in and I'll explain it whenever y'all get there.
I can show you how to log into my account.
No, it's okay. But when you get on there, let me know that you get on Google Classroom and I'll show you what to do.
It might be 30 to 31. And then
31H Soric. And then my password
Don't
is.
tell everybody your password. I'm recording. I'm just kidding.
But if you tell the password, then you're gonna.
And they can log in. That's another important lesson. You don't tell people your password.
I did not. The both, but I never tell anyone that was.
I wouldn't either.
This one.
Though I do whisper the password to myself when I'm typing it.
I really didn't mean to throw this ruler at y'all twice.
It is fine.
It kind of just falls out of my hand sometimes. Alright, and I'm going to give y'all all a ruler.
Google